Alright guys, so my rye is a little dirty, has seed heads and stuff in it. So I went and bought this 1/4 inch mesh. They call it cloth. I don't know, it doesn't look like cloth to me, but anyways, it's got 1/4 inch holes in it. And I'm using that to screen or clean my rye seed to get the seed heads out. Like here is a seed head. Likes to plug up the seed tubes and the cups. This is a little slow, we should say, but I have to use the feed scoop and then a pail underneath, or like a tub underneath a gravity wagon, and then I use the feed scoop anyways to fill 5-gallon pails, and I use 5-gallon pails to fill the drill. So really, in order, it's not really slowing me down a whole lot, other than I'm going in here, then I got to scoop the grain one more time. But I'm going to clean a little bit here quick and show you guys, and then I'll show you closer up. I'm just using my feed scoop here. I got some rye in there. I'm just taking it over top the screen. The rye falls through and the seed heads stay on top, and there's some corn still in this gravity wagon in various spots that is in there, so it's also getting this corn out of the seed, which the corn doesn't bother me as much because it'll flow through the drill, but the seed heads are not. So I'm just taking it out. And about 4 of these scoops makes a full 5-gallon pail. So then you can see all the stuff that's still on the screen that's dirty. I just take the screen, dump it like that, all the stuff falls out. And then if there's any that are stuck in here, grab them out, throw them off to the side. Again. Now, like I say, I use this feed scoop anyways to get the feed from the tank underneath the gravity wagon to fill a 5-gallon pail. Now, what I'm thinking about doing is taking some OSB board and building a funnel underneath here, where you could set a 5-gallon pail underneath there and it would just fill a pail. Then the guy wouldn't have to scoop it back out of this stock tank into the 5-gallon pail. Kind of eliminate one more step in the process. Now there's a lot of options to make this work better, like take a motor and make it so this vibrates, and then set it up so you can have like an auger feeding it and it can go faster that way. I don't have any augers laying around, don't have a motor laying around, and this is working just fine. It's a little slow. I'm sure there's a lot of people that are going to comment that, oh my god, this is slow. But you know what? On a rainy day when there's nothing else to do, might as well clean some seed. It actually isn't that bad. And I think everything I read, if you actually have a grain cleaner, they use 3/16 screen, I believe they said. So with this 1/4 inch, it's still letting some of the straw go through. But the straw actually flows through the drill. It doesn't plug anything, unlike your seed heads. So I'm not worried if a piece of straw goes through every once in a while. It's more the seed heads that I'm worried about cleaning out of there. And really, if a guy had an auger and a funnel underneath here where this could funnel into the auger and take it right up in the grain drill, would be a huge time saver too. But I've loaded a lot of seed in the drill with a 5-gallon pail, and it hasn't killed me yet. So it's not terrible. It's better than stopping every 50 feet with the drill to clean it out because it's plugged. Pretty simple, as you can see. So I'll grab the camera and I'll show you guys that. And I mean, I've bought seed in bags that's supposed to be certified clean and everything. That's just as dirty as this stuff after I clean it. So you can see there's a grasshopper here and there. Every once in a while there's one of these smaller heads will get through, but it's not near as bad as it was. Like that smaller seed head there will flow through the drill. It's the bigger ones that plug it. But I mean, this is just as clean as bags of seed that I've bought. So, and yesterday I built this. I did enough to fill the drill, and the drill holds, I believe it's 20 bushel. And you know, it took a little bit of time cleaning it, but like I say, if a guy had it set up where it'd fill the 5-gallon pail underneath it, really it wouldn't take me much longer anyways, because I'm already using the feed scoop. And I just use that blue barrel to run the seed into, and then I got to scoop it out in the pail anyways, because the pail won't fit underneath there. So really, to run it through the screen isn't taking that much longer. Yeah, you got to shake it. It takes a little bit longer, but if I had a funnel, run it right into a pail, that would make a huge difference. But that's all it is. I have $6 for a 3-foot by 5-foot roll of that. And the 2x4s I had here, but say you got to buy the 2x4s. There's 21.5 inches times 2, and these are just, what are they, 3.5, 4 foot long. So you don't need very much 2x4. It sure saves a lot of time out in the field, not stopping to unplug the drill constantly. But yeah, let me set you guys down for just a second here. I'll set this back up, and I'll try and hold the camera while I do some and get a different view of it. It would be nice to set it up so there's augers and a motor and it could run on its own. Let me take it. Pretty painless. On a rainy day when there's nothing else to do, clean some grain. Prevented all that stuff from going in there. Like I said, the corn will flow through the drill. But like that looks like a Timothy head. That rye head will not flow through. That'll just plug up the cups above the seed meters. And like the smaller heads, a lot of them will flow through the meter, and if they don't have any whiskers on them, it'll be fine. But like those whiskers on there, they all get stuck in the seed tubes. And then all of a sudden you see the seed tubes start overflowing, and you've got seed coming off the top of the seed tubes instead. Let's see if I can show you guys. Like the seed will spill out here so you can see from the tractor if it's plugged. But those bigger seed heads get stuck up above the meters, and then no seed can even get down. And I had that problem the other night where we combined the soybeans off the one field, planting, and when you've got a full drill and you're planting, when you're planting 100 to 120 pounds the acre, there should be a lot of seed left over in the drill when you're done planting 8 acres. So I didn't realize it until I was about 3/4 of the way done. I was like, man, it sure doesn't seem like it's using very much seed. And then I discovered when I picked it up one time that only about 5 tubes had seed falling down. All the other ones, the cups were plugged on top, so seed couldn't even get down to it. So I had to take all that seed back out of the drill and run it through here. And actually this 35-gallon tote here, or tub, that was the last of what was in the drill from the last time. So now he'll be coming back out of the gravity wagon. But sure enough, all those cups on top of the flutes were plugged with those, so the seed could not even get down there. So I'm probably going to have to replant that 8 acres. So if I spend an hour cleaning enough seed to plant that 8 acres, would have saved me from having to replant it. Not to mention how many times I stopped to clean the tubes out because stuff got stuck and I'm going to spill out the top. So on a rainy day like today, nothing better to do, clean a bunch of grain so I can fill the drill twice, and I can cover a lot of acres with that drill filled twice. It wouldn't be very hard to make a motor that would vibrate this thing back and forth, put some wheels on and a track that it could shake on, and then build a funnel underneath that could run down into an auger, have a short auger that come up to feed it slow. It wouldn't be very hard to make it automated. I just don't think I'm going to spend the money on that because this is not that hard to do. And honestly, if you have kids and they're just getting in trouble or being a pain in your rear end, send them out here to clean some grain. Good job for them. But anyhow, I'm going to fill this stock tank up so there's a bunch in there so I can put enough in there to plant some more. I'm going to plant the side hill here. This I did last night. The bottom 4 acres, that was corn. I'm going to do that top part. And then I think I'm going to reseed where the pearl millet was. There's some out there, but it's just not as thick as I'd like to see it. So I think I'm going to replant that. And then the soybean ground, I'm going to replant that. Because, like I say, I had tubes that were plugged. And then I'm going to clean enough that it's ready for once I get that last cornfield off. The drill will be ready to go and plant that. Hopefully get that off. It rained this morning. And it's supposed to rain here again in a couple hours, so I'm just going to clean some grain, fill the drill, and if it's not raining when my daughter gets home, I'm going to plant that side hill, and if I get enough clean to plant that, I'm going to do that as well. And then it's supposed to rain for the next 3 days, so I'm just going to clean grain and have a bunch in the drill and have it ready for the next dry period that I can replant the soybean ground of mine. The rental ground, I don't think I'm going to plant any rye in there. Just after I get that last field of corn off, I'm planting rye in that. I don't plan to plant any rye in the rental ground because it's too far away to go over there and dink around making baleage or chopping it or whatever. So I'm actually honestly thinking about giving up the rental ground. I think I'm going to quit doing the cash crop thing and just focus on the cattle end of it. I might raise some corn to sell next year, but I'm pretty sure I'm done with beans. So at least with corn, you can bale the corn stalks and you can use it as feed or bedding, whatever. With beans, bean stalks don't really make very good forage, and I don't know, I just penciled out I can grow better corn than I can grow beans. So I think if nothing else, we're gonna quit renting that ground over there, quit doing beans. And if nothing else, I'll just raise feeder calves in the meantime until my beef herd is built up to what I want it to be. So anyways, clean some grain. Maybe get that field planted tonight, that hillside, if it's not raining by then. And then if there's enough seed, I'll do that 5-acre strip up there where we had the pearl millet. And then clean some grain after dark tonight when there's nothing else to do. So if anybody has dirty seed, This is a pretty easy way to do it. I mean, it's the cheap man's way. A guy can make it much faster and easier. But I think if a guy was going to put a motor on here, I think you'd probably want to get 3/16 mesh instead of quarter. The place I bought this from only has 1/4 and 1/2 inch, and this is for like chickens and stuff like that. There are places you can buy 3/16 and different size mesh. Like I say, I think if you're going to have a motor on it, you'd want to go down to 3/16 because with this vibrating back and forth, those seed heads could get through there. But I've got, let's say, $10 into making this. It takes me a little bit of time to clean it. Oh well. So yeah, anyhow, that's just, if anybody has an issue with some dirty grain, at least rye, pretty sure this would work just as good with like wheat or barley. Oats, I don't know about. I don't really know that oats get a head in them as bad as this that would plug the drill. So it's been a while since I've actually combined oats. But anyhow, it's just a little idea for anybody if they have the same issues that I have. Thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe. Stay tuned for more. Catch you on the next one.